Hello, everyone. Give me a high five. Y'all see who I got me this morning? I got Teresa. Come in, everybody, and see Teresa for a little bit. Why, she been a good girl. She been in bed this morning. Ain't you sweet? Yeah, her been in bed this morning. Come on in the room. Who up me early this morning? I know somebody got me up early this morning. Y'all see her? Well, you can't see her nails on here. But her nails, see her nails, it's hanging on my finger. Them baby is sharp. I got the cuddle, and it's gonna be a fight all night. Stop! You don't bite, mommy. It's gonna be a fight on my hand, cause she does not like getting her nails clipped. Do you think I'm good? Huh? Do you think I'm good? Huh? Do you? Like getting your nails cut? Your nails clipped? Huh? Do you? Open your eyes. You sleeping? Huh? Is you sleeping? Huh? Is that baby sleeping? Huh? That baby sleeping? Huh? That baby sleeping. Huh? That baby sleeping. Huh? Come on. Stop. Uh. You know you don't be back no mama. What the mama say? Stop. Stop. What the mama say? Give me a high five. You don't back mama. Give me some sugar. That's real noses. That's real noses. Mm-mm. Your nose is cold. Mm-mm. Your nose cold. Mm-mm. She looking at tail. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That feels good. You know, run nothing wrong. I want to run nothing with you too. Think about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mom doesn't run nothing with that type of butt too. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Yeah, high five. Yeah. Yeah. I just want a high five. Yeah, you in the high five mood this morning. Hmm? You in the high five mood this morning. Hmm? Wait a minute. She want to get with her daddy because he don't hear that room back there. Yeah. Give me a high five. Yeah. 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 Let's see. Put your hand there. Stop. Let me see your teeth. Stop. Stop. What? Uh. Let me see your mouth. What the mama say? You gonna quit being so bad. You gonna stop being so bad. You know that. You gonna stop being bad there. You gonna stop being bad there. Yes, you will. You gonna stop being bad, girl. You gonna stop being bad, girl. You gonna stop being bad, girl. Oh. Mm, yeah, you gonna stop being bad, girl. Yeah, what you talking about? What that baby talking about? Hmm, what that baby talking about? Hmm, you are my sunshine, my only my only sunshine. You make me happy with sound rain. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You better stop. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy with sound rain. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy with someone rain. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy with someone rain. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. Go on then with your bad self. You so hard to get with her than daddy is. You are my sunshine. Your daughter. Where you is? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy with sound rain. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yeah, she's supposed to sing that song to her. You are my sunshine. When she was a little baby, and I first got her, I would put her on my shoulder, and I had to rock her to sleep, and I would sing that song to her, and she'd go right on to sleep. I had to do that to her about a month or more. The older she got, the more she started growing out of it. Now I can't put her to sleep. Now she want to go to her own time when she gets sleepy. I can't put her to sleep no more because she tell me, "Mama, I'm not that baby no more. I'm a big girl. I don't need you to pet me to sleep no more." So I can't do that no more. If I try to put her to sleep now, she'll try to bite me to get away. Like, Mom, we don't do that no more. Whew. I don't feel too hard this morning. My sugar is 207. Right now, I got a headache with it. I'm real thirsty. I took my two insulin. I first cycle together. So I just have to wait till they, kick in. Bring my sugar down. And I drink a lot of cold water, It'll bring my sugar down. I have to be careful if I don't. It'll bring it down too low. So I have to be careful how I do that. Then it makes me sort of drown with my sugar high. I try to stay on one when my sugar's like that. Cause I don't like going to sleep with my sugars high. Yeah, see, I ain't getting up to my head. I mean, you don't look bad. It's just a color chill. My husband faded my side down yesterday and stuff. So I ain't getting up to my hair. It's, I got a big color. See how long my hair is? It's real long. See, I'm natural. I'm natural. Yeah, well, I've been natural now for maybe about over 2 years now. I've been natural since 2023. Yeah, since 2023. And it's 26. It took me a long time. I used to have hair hanging past my shoulders, but I got tired because I wasn't able to get out to get my hair done. And my husband, he may have been a man, he know how to do my hair. I don't think he know how to do with just put it in a damn ponytail. I got tired of ponytails. And it got to the point that, you know, I got tired of trying to keep some beard to my hair and stuff. So I got married with it one day and just took some scissors and just wiped it right on off. I wiped it out. I mean, it was down about that low when I got through with it. And that's how much it had done grow back. I haven't cut no more since. Just keep my sides. I just keep my sides and my back cut. And then too, I've not been able to get to bed to wash my hair. You know, my hair all long, it would be too much to wash. I think you got no water shampoo to wash my hair. And I can do more with my hair now because like my little pieces. Yeah, I forgive me for honest, but my sugar's high this way it gets me so tired. So when I came on live, I tried to stay woke, hoping somebody would have came and talked to me. I don't know 100 subscribers. So I'm not sure they talk to me somewhere. Unless y'all don't love me, don't know. Hmm. Y'all done hurt my little feeling. But anyway, I can do more with short hair than I can with long hair. This is another hairpiece I want to get. This I want to get another third piece. I want this one thing to come down on it. Do you see that here recording? Yeah, you distracted me. Your bald head here. What's wrong, Teresa? Teresa, come here. She ended up crying like she see her daddy outside. And she can't go outside. So she's standing to the screen door crying for her daddy. She's thinking about mama. She love her daddy because she can follow him where he go and he plays back with all the time. When it comes to sleeping, she'll be up under me, up under mama. So I get right here between my legs and they in that little drink a little hole down there. I was trying to talk about blanket like all this real soft blanket. It's like her, and she get right yonder. Then I can't move my legs because she all down there. I just don't know what to do that thing. Oh, y'all keep me in prayer that my sugar will go down. Lord help me. And stuff. Well, because some brownies, I told you a while ago, you can have with that brownie. Because I ain't want no more of it. I ain't eating no more of it. This is the first time my sugar been this high in months. I mean, in months. My sugar was doing real good. The high my sugar ever would get would be like 150, something like that. But ain't that darn brown like a fool. And it shot my darn sugar up that high. And I should have known better. I brought it on myself. Yes, I did. And I'm paying for it too. I'm paying for it. But it's gonna go down. I keep drinking that cold water. It's gonna take it down. Yeah, it's gonna take it down. I got some potato chips. I want to eat so bad, but I can't eat them because my sugar's too high right now. So the bag is still closed. Y'all ever tried these right here? The honey barbecue by Why? I ain't never tried these kind, so I want to give them a try. But I can't eat them right now. Not until my sugar go down. That's when I can eat them. And stuff. Yeah. This is what my husband got me for Mother's Day. He got me this cross. I love it so much. And the ring and the bracelet. Ring. It's a ring, a bracelet, and a bracelet set. He got me. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yes, I really beat him out. He gonna make some. He gonna make some goulash today. Baby, I am recording. What you think of them cats out there? Uh, anyway, oh yeah, I'm not trying to get myself together. I got to handle some business calls. Take care of some business this morning. I got my girlfriend coming out this today about 1 o'clock. We have Bible study together every Monday. We've been doing that for some months now. So get us stuff together and get ready for her when she comes and everything. So, you know, I'll be back sometime. And I hope the next time I come back on, I can have some company. You know, just sit here and talk to myself, and I'm gonna keep my channel going. I'm gonna come my live every chance I get. If no answer don't show up, I'm still gonna keep coming on, keep coming on, keep coming on. I'm looking for 1,000 subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers, and I got up to 102. So that makes me need another 102. So I need 898 more subscribers. If everybody that would view my videos will subscribe to my channel, I will have 1,000 subscribers by now. Over that. So if you don't want to come to my, if you don't want to come to my live, at least subscribe, at least subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel and help me get up to 1,000 subscribers. You know, if I can do that, I'll be content. I'll be satisfied. You know, I enjoy interacting with people. I enjoy talking about the goodness of the Lord. You know, I just enjoy talking with people in general because, you know, like we not really being stable. And, you know, I've been in this hospital bed. I've been in a hospital bed for a couple of years now. And I'll try to get to go out. I'm going to the doctor. So, you know, it's depressing when you got to when you can't go out and like with people like other people do. You know, it used to get me down real bad. But thanks to the will of the Lord, I know how to cope with it and deal with it. And you know, my daughter just, you know, she got her new home. She had about, you know, over a year. And with my, you know, disability, I'm not able. It's hard for me to travel somewhere for an hour to sit still that long for an hour because my body started hurting and stuff and look real bad. And the only way I got to see my daughter's home that she had to video check me, you know, just walk through her home. My sister stayed like 5 minutes from me. And I'm not even able, you know, to get out like that just to go to her home, you know, enjoy her home with her, you know. So it, I have my days, I have my moments, you know. It brings me back to this song back in the other days. I used to, when my brother, I used to sing to my brother when he kept an attitude about something or another, and he don't want me to bother with, and I pick at him. Now I don't own rights to this song, and not own no rights to this song, none whatsoever. And I would tell him, how that song goes. And I'll talk about it in a minute. Uh, oh yeah, I'll look at, I'll say, just one of them days when I wanna be left alone. Anchor inside, don't wanna take it out on you. I just wanna be left alone, but you think I'm doing you wrong. Don't take it personal. You know, that's where I feel sometimes. You know, I feel that's like one of them days I want to be left alone. And when I'm angry inside, I don't want to get out on nobody. I just want to be left alone. And but don't take it personal. You know, some days I sit in this house and I don't want to talk to nobody on the phone. I don't know. I get some days sometimes that I just don't want to bother nobody. You know, I get some days. That's why I want to you know do my live because I want to interact with my subscribers. And I want to, talk a little, tell my subscribers a little bit about my life, and what I'm going through, you know, because maybe somebody's going through something else similar to what I'm going through, and I'm not gonna sense enough to help them, and they're not gonna sense enough, to help me. You don't never know unless you interact with each other. But it seems like the first night I went live, you know, people were popping my live like crazy. And we was having a good time, But it seemed like the next day I went live, it was just like everybody just vanished, you know. And here I am, I've been this live for 25 minutes, and not one person popped up on my live, not even one, not even for a second. I have more little kids coming here and talk to me than I do adults. And I was talking to one child a couple of nights ago, and she was talking about some things. And before we got this live, she said, "You know what?" She said, "You made me feel so much better. You know, I want to interact. If I could just reach one person, you know, in life, I know I did my job. I did something for the Lord, you know." So I hope you, if you didn't see my live, call my live. Hope you look back on this live and hear what I'm saying, hear the words that I'm saying. If you don't want to join my live, I still do videos, you know. So if I do videos, everyone that will view my videos, take out the time to like and subscribe, share my videos. You know, I'm not a boring person. I love to talk and have fun, and that makes my day. You know, I could just sit here on this live for hours and talk to all of y'all. You know, if you need to ask a question about my life, about my health, I explain to you, the best to my ability. Will you understand? 'Cause I'm not ashamed where I come from. I can share some testimonies with you about my life and how God brought me over and what God has brought me through because God has brought me from death's door so many times. And if it was up to me and I wouldn't have been here. But it's somebody said God made death stand back and behave. God said you can't have a knock now like that. And I looked at him that spared me, you know. But hopefully next time I come back on live, I might try back on live 2 hours from now. Whenever it hits me. And if you see my live, come in. If you're to come in here and say, hey, how I'm doing, like my live, subscribe to it, and get back out. That will make my day. That will make my day. It really will. I need to get 1,000 subscribers, but 1,000. And it won't be hard if everybody view my posts, they view my videos, or subscribe. If they're doing that, I will have it up in no time. You know. But I'm gonna get off. I'm trying to get myself together with my children. Try to get it down. I'm gonna have my husband check it again in about 5 or 10 more minutes and see how much it came down. I hope it came down some. And then I gotta get ready for my 1 o'clock uh, Bible study with my girlfriend Debbie, and we have a good time in the Lord and stuff. And you know, yes. You know, it was a good time. Man. Talk about God's goodness and grace and His mercy. But anyway, as I always end my videos, my motto is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Coming from Philippians 4:13. You know, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. He didn't say you could do some things. He said you could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that, in other words, God is saying, whatever you're going through, whatever situation may be, whatever battle you're facing right now, whatever crisis you're going through, whether you're going through a bad marriage, a bad breakup, or you have a problem with your kids, or you have a financial problem, you can't make ends meet. It's like trying to get ahead one step, something like a bite two more steps. He is saying you can do all things through Christ who strengthens him. Prayer, faith is a substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. You might not see that way making. You might not see it coming. You might not see that blessing. But by faith, the word says it's impossible to please God without faith. Faith without work is dead. You just can't say I have faith and don't put nothing behind it. When you say you got faith, you got to put work into it. And what is that work? That work means you got to believe God. You got to trust God. You know, you got to lead. You can't lean to your own understanding, but you got to lean to God's understanding. Because God said his ways are not our ways, his thoughts are not our thoughts. So, we got to trust God with all our word, heart, mind, and soul. The devil come for three things. That's to kill, steal, and destroy. But God said he come to be that we what we might have. God come that we might have that and that more abundantly. I might have quoted that wrong. The devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. But God said that he come that we might have life and that more abundantly. So whatever the devil got to offer you is nothing over what Jesus can give you. So, just continue to trust God. We have to wait on him. You know, I was going through some things and I had to wait on God for some answers. And when I went through it the first time, those got shut in my face. And I tell you what, when I went around the second time, them same door that were closed, God opened them up. And I thank God. And I gave him the praise for opening them doors. But it was nobody but him that opened them doors for me. And I thank God for that. So you got to tell God, I want you to open doors that no man can shut and shut doors that no man could open. Sometimes you have to remind God, you said in your word this. God, you said in your word that. God, you said if I trust you, God, you said you make a way out of no way. God, you told me in your word that we may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. God, you said in your word that you know that righteous forsaken, but you don't righteous forsaken nor see you begging bread. Remind God what it said in his word. God, you said that thou shalt not lie. You said lie with every little sight. Remind God that God, you said in your word that if I do this, you will do this. And let me tell you something. When you go to God for something, and just because it don't happen right there and then, it don't mean that God don't hear your prayer. It don't mean that God don't hear you. It just ain't in your time to be blessed. It's a time and a season and a place for everything. You know? So, when things don't look up right, Don't get deceived. Don't look down on yourself. When you see other people being blessed and you saying, God, this ain't they getting everything. I ain't getting it. It just ain't your time. It's just not your season to be blessed. You got the word said, wait on the Lord and be of good care. So just because you didn't get something other when Susan got her new car and you been asking God for a car for over a year, it was Susan might need a car more important than you might need a car. Or God see where you can afford this car right now. You know what gets me about some people, and I know I'm talking to somebody. Everybody, sometimes people try to be like this Johnson. You see this person got a brand new Cadillac, and you go to the mall and get a brand new Cadillac, and knowing they're going well, you can't make them during payments, and then you got to struggle to try to keep that car, trying to keep with the Joneses, and you know good and well you couldn't afford it when you first got it, but you want to be at the Joneses and you want to go out there and you want to try to be like they is. Don't try to be like everybody else. Be yourself. Don't try to get something because they got something. You wait on your blessing when God says it's time you be blessed. You know, I remember before I got saved, it seemed like I had everything I wanted. That's the way the devil plant it in your head. That you got everything you need, that you ain't got to ask for nothing. You got it all. And then it seems like the moment you accept Christ as your personal Savior, it seems like everything go haywire. I mean, it's just like you can't make ends meet. Like you can't do this and you can't do that. And then your final self said to yourself, "Dang, when I was in the world, I didn't struggle like this. I had everything I wanted. But now I turn over to serve God. I hear about this good God, and everybody said give him a try. And then I decided to give him a try. This ain't everything that ain't going my way. Everything is just failing me. You know, lot getting turned out. Home get repossessed, car get repossessed, and y'all got food to feed your children. You know, that's the way the enemy, the devil wants you to feel, so you'll forget about God and turn back to serving Him. That's what He wants. You see how He deceived Adam and Eve in the garden. You know, Satan told Eve, if you when God forbid Adam and Eve not they can eat of every tree except for this forbidden tree. I don't know what kind of fruit it was. Nobody knows. It could have been an apple tree, orange tree, banana tree, grape tree, cherry tree. I don't know what kind of fruit it was. But whatever it was, they was forbidden to eat from that tree. Then here comes Slowfoot walking through, told Eve, if you eat from this tree, you have power. You know, and then as she ate from the tree, then she tells Adam, and he eats from the tree. Then the eyes become open. The eyes, hold on a minute. Sorry about that. So the eyes come open, and when the eyes come open, they realized they were naked. And so when Jesus was called, so they took some fig leaves, I think what it was, and they began to cover themselves. And so when God was calling them, Jesus was calling them, and I think I'm not saying it. I don't quote. I'm just paraphrasing how it is. I ain't quoting from word to word, but I'm trying to paraphrase it. In the word, there was a shame. They took out there was a shame, and I think God asked them why, but and because the eye was open, and that's when sin entered in because of Adam and Eve. If I'm quoting that right, don't quote me on that, you know. But in the word, it says I got the front in the scriptures that men had to work from the sweat of their brow, and us women had to bear pain through childbirth. Woo, Lord have mercy, honey. I'll bear some pain through childbirth. I'm trying to tell you something. But see, that's the way it is. So that's the way old super have us have you thinking. If you serve me, you have everything you need. Hold on, man. If you serve me, you have everything you need. That's the way he wants you to think. He wants you to think you have everything. He wants you to think you got power. Nobody ain't got more power than Jesus got. You know if death could keep him in the ground, what makes you think you got more power than him? This man can speak to the wind and tell the wind to calm down. Who got more power than that? The rain could come, he could get the rain to stop at a drop of a dime. Who got more power than that? Nobody. Nobody got more power than that. Look at all of what Jesus went through for us. The word said God gave his only begotten Son that we might have that right to the tree of life. We as people today, who would have sacrificed our one and only child for somebody else? We wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. I'll be honest. My only child? No. But God loved us enough that He didn't want our soul lost. He loved us enough that He gave His one and only Son that we might have that right to the tree of life. He didn't want nobody's soul to be lost. And up to this day, if anybody's soul be lost, it's nobody's fault but their own. Nobody's fault but their own. I'm so glad that God gave me that right to the tree of life. I don't know why God had me to go this way, and I hope when this life is over that you'll go back and listen to every word I said. But I'm so glad that I found my Lord and Savior 41 years ago. I've been on this battlefield. April the 14th of this year made 42 years. And I thank God. I thank God for the good, the bad, the ups and downs. And I thank God for every trial and tribulation that He took me through and brought me through because there was some times that I didn't think I was going to make it. There was times I didn't think I would be able to see the next day. But it was through God's grace and His mercy that I'm here today. Nothing so great that I have done, nothing so special that I have done, but because of God's grace and mercy is why I'm here today. And I wouldn't take nothing for my Christian journey, nothing at all. For God I live, for God I plan to die. And I will let nothing separate me from the love of God. I'm telling you, husband, if you got a good wife, you treat that wife like she's your queen. You love her and only her and nobody else. Wives, you got a good man, you hold on to him. You love that husband and no other man. These good husbands got these good wives at home, wives, faithful wives. They out just like the skirt tail. And what can they give them? They can get, I mean, your wife can give you more. And wives, let me tell you something. We as women, you won't got to stay in that kind of relationship. You know, if you know somebody, I taught my girls, all of my girls. I told them, don't let a man call you out your name. Don't let a man knock on you, cause you is nobody punching baby, beat knocked on. If this man got to cheat on you and do you wrong and be out here with Tom and with Susan, Murray and Jane, honey, if you ain't warm enough for that man, then you don't need him. He don't need you. Men is vice versa, same thing. If that wife feel she got to be with Tom, Dick, and Harry, if you are enough man for her to satisfy her, then you don't need her and she don't need you. It can go both ways. It ain't a one way street. It's a two-way street. It can go either way. Cause we got some men that play the field and we not play the field. So it can go either way. If you know, you got to love this woman like God loved us with all our heart, mind, and soul. Because God didn't turn us away when we got a little worse and did things that wasn't pleasing His sight. You know, He forgave us. He did. And just because God forgive you now, I'm not saying go ahead and do it. God's a forgiving God. And in the word it said, how many times will God forgive you? 7 times 7. That's a long time to be forgiven. But it don't mean because God will do it, it don't mean you got there you do wrong intentionally. You know, you got to love your spouse unconditionally. That means when things get good, when things go bad, through sickness and health, to death do you part. There have been couples that when the wife got sick, they were gone. When the wife got sick, they might have stayed there, but they were stepping out somewhere else. That's not what God wanted. Men, when you get this woman, the same thing it took to get her, is the same gonna take to keep her. Don't spoil her just to get her. Then you got want you like dirt. No, you got to keep your marriage happy. Just because you're married, it don't mean you stop dating. You can still date. You know, you can still have fun. Me and my husband, we sat right here like this morning. We was in here and we had each other cracking up so that we were both in tears, laughing so hard. We have our good time. Now he in his room and I'm in my room. I guess y'all wonder why we're in different rooms. Well, I'm in a hospital bed, so my bed is pretty big, and it can't hold 2 beds in my room. So what he do? He got a recliner that during the night he'll come here and sleep with me in his recliner. So he'll be here next to me because I need him. During the day, he got his big time. He get him out many times. He got his TV and games in his room. He'll go in there and watch his movies, rest, and if I need him, I just call him. And when I'm in my room, I'm enjoying my spade game, bingo, or going on live just talking, you know, or whatever, watching shorts. And then, and once in a while he come here, baby, you hungry? Baby, you feeling okay? Are you all right? That's the way we are. Do we bump heads sometimes? Yes, we do. But it don't last long. He come back real quick, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I apologize. Like all right, like we just said, I apologize. You know, we get it right. Don't never go to bed with anger in your heart. Never, cause you don't never know if you're gonna live that next morning to see that person. And that's the last thing you want to do is somebody pass away and y'all were angry at each other. It's gonna beat you conscious so bad. But what can you do? Cause they're dead. You can't tell them you're sorry. You can't ask for forgiveness. You might ask God for forgiveness, but you can't ask them, you know, and you're gonna suffer with that for a little while. Know that the sun go down on your life. That's one thing my husband make sure we don't do. We never go to bed angry. We never go to bed and mad at each other. Now, y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this. Me and my husband been together for 22 years. We never had a serious argument, but we do have disagreements. But I tell them quit. I'm not in the mood for arguing. I did that I would not have. That I would not allow. I tell them quit next, or I just shut down on them. That's one thing he cannot stand for me to shut down on them. Because before I say something I got no business saying, I shut my mouth, slap up. One thing my mama taught me a long time ago, the devil can't argue by itself. Not call him no devil. I'm not doing that. It's just a figure of speech. The devil can't argue by itself. They might try, but they're gonna look stupid. They're gonna look crazy doing it. And when the enemy sees, when the devil sees that he can't get you to argue by that person, he'll go and leave you alone. But I don't think he won't come back with round two now, because he will. He's back with round two real quick. Like, I wasn't feeling the best yesterday, and so my husband didn't go to church. He stayed home yesterday because I wasn't feeling the best. And it seemed like the devil just tried us all day yesterday. I told my husband I had him back. I said, I bet you next Sunday, no matter what I said, God will next Sunday, you'll be in that church house. You'll be in that church house next Sunday. But I'm telling you, it was just so funny, though. It was just so funny. But we still had a church that morning. So like that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off. I got to have my husband check my sugar again. I pray God come out and it came down. So I'm out there for 207. Like I said, I got to handle some pictures of important business today. I got to handle some phone calls. And I hope that somebody look at this video, at this live, and I hope something I said can help somebody because I didn't intend for this to go this way. And the Lord just led me just took it that way. And I just thought, I don't know why he did, and I'm not going to question why he did. And for me to know, and for me to be obedient and do his will. And that's what I did. So he told me to do this YouTube channel, and he told me that I was going to reach people through this YouTube channel. So I guess those Supers said, well, if I'm putting about it on in her live, if she'll quit give it up. No, I ain't, because I'll take this live right here and I preach and talk to the walls I have to, not by myself. Somebody's gonna hear it. It's gonna get there one way or the other. There'll be the ones who will pop in and pop back out. Okay, so be it. They didn't stay, that's fine. But they will be reached. Somebody one day, 'cause we had to hear the word from somebody. But anyway, as I said, my motto is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Coming from Philippians 4:13. We get a chance, read that chapter. And remember, you can do all things because the word says so. I love you, all my 102 subscribers. I love you. I'm believing God for more is going to come. And I thank God for those that's on the way. Like I said, if everybody who views my videos, if you don't want to come to my live, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna continue on doing my videos with Teresa and myself and with my husband. I'm still gonna keep my contents coming. Like I said, if I got to talk to, if I got to talk to this empty screen, like I'm talking to a while with nobody there, then that's what I do. But I love you. God loves you. Tell somebody you love them today. Give somebody encouraging words. Because you don't never know what somebody's going through. And you don't never know what that encouraging word might make somebody feel. I hope something I said today will help somebody along the way. I love you. Be blessed.